Strategic sourcing is a procurement process that seeks to continuously improve and reevaluate the purchasing activities of a company. It means distinguishing between the various categories of commodities and developing appropriate sourcing approaches for each. The choice of approaches rely on factors such as the strategic importance of goods or services to the firm and the complexity of the supply marketplace.
Purchasing entities should be able to develop sourcing strategies for the following 4 commodity groups: routine non-critical items, bottleneck items, leverage items, and strategic items. Routine non-critical items are those small, low-value individual transactions and everyday products and services, such as stationery. These should be sourced from the most efficient suppliers. The objective is to pay the most competitive price while maintaining delivery and quality standards.
Bottleneck items are lower value items with complex specifications that have a substantial impact on service delivery, have few qualified suppliers, and not many alternative substitute products such as medical oxygen for hospitals. The sourcing strategy in this case should be to manage the supply risk by ensuring continuity of supply through firm long-term contracts.
Leverage items are high-value goods which are market or price sensitive because of competition in the market, as there are many suppliers and many product and service choices, such as printers and marketing companies. Here the buyer will obtain the best deal by using leverage strategies, such as pulling together a range of similar or the same products brought at different locations to increase contract size and buyer bargaining power.
Strategic items are high-value goods which are critical to service delivery, have complex and or rigid specifications, and for which there are few qualified suppliers or contractors. An example here would be a technical supplier providing customized ERP solutions. The strategy here should be to form long-term partnerships with suppliers, encouraging cooperation because these suppliers are both high risk and can have a high impact on the profitability of the purchasing's business.
It is important to remember, though, that what is very important to the buyer may be unimportant to a particular supplier. A customer may become less attractive to suppliers for various reasons, such as they often make late or incomplete payments, they constantly query, change or dispute order details, they are rude and disrespectful to sales and service staff, they prove to be dishonest in their dealings, they have a bad reputation, to name a few.
Suppliers can see their customers in 4 main areas: nuisance customers, exploitable customers, development customers, and core customers.
And their involvement with customers are determined on these categories. However, key factors that influence whether and when high involvement in a supplier relationship is appropriate are as follows: monetary volume of business in the relationship, desire for continuity of the relationship over time, or single or multiple sourcing.
There are 3 primary sourcing structures that can be used by buyers: single sourcing, multiple sourcing, and delegated sourcing. And these are all described in detail in your practitioner's guide.
According to the Porter competitive strategy, there are 5 forces that have an influence on the amount of supply-side risk there is in any given marketplace. These forces to market competitiveness are barriers to new entrants, power of buyers, substitutes, power of suppliers, and industry rivalries.
Deciding on what contract to enforce between all parties will be determined by the nature and degree of definition of the assignment, the distribution of risk between company and supplier, the level of contract supervision the buyer will supply. Those contracts need to align with the company's strategic objectives.
Naturally, the choice of sourcing configuration will depend on a range of organizational and environmental objectives, and a successful company needs to use sourcing strategies to remain competitive and profitable.